All right, welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities. Of course, giving you all of the wonderful information here from Nicewonder Farm and Vineyards. And now we want to talk about the fine dining restaurant. We've got Hickory, of course, right there downstairs at the inn. Beautiful restaurant.
Travis Milton with us, Andrew Stafford with us. They are in charge of making sure that everyone stays well fed.
Absolutely.
and in the most unique, wonderful way.
We try to ride that line between you know, kind of embracing the heritage foods of Appalachia, but also showing a little bit of elevation to it, and you know, using as many local products as we can, especially, you know, here on the farm. And Andrew is not that different from one of the squashes that we have here. He's a homegrown boy.
Oh, that was great.
Bristol, Tennessee. So it's great having staff that are from here and really care about furthering Appalachian food, furthering Appalachian culture, and taking care of people, and just the hospitality that's shown. And he's a great example of it. Yeah,
you were telling me farm to table is really your specialty. You really enjoy being able to know where everything is coming from.
Yeah, supporting local is a big thing. You know, I grew up with a garden in my backyard, so when we were kids, our whole summer was out there plowing the soil and planting beans and things like that. So supporting local is a big thing, but also utilizing our farm that we have here on property to get the most local and fresh products that we can.
Yeah. And before we get more into the food and the menus and everything, y'all are doing some wonderful work right now with World Central Kitchen with all the devastation from the flooding. Yeah. Talk to us about what you've been doing.
It's an amazing group. I came on with World Central Kitchen just before the floods in Kentucky, and they have what's called the Chef Corps, where they bring in chefs that are you know, very interested and do a lot of philanthropic or nonprofit work, and that's kind of my wheelhouse. So I went in and we were feeding. There was one day where I did 11,000 meals just by myself. But in Asheville right now, the numbers I got as of I want to say Tuesday, we had served 360,000 meals. We were doing about 22,000 a day, and that's going to 5 distinct portions of North Carolina, and then we've even got people in Raleigh that are helping to feed Damascus, Galax. It's just an amazing thing, because 90% of the people that are volunteering are local, and that's not something that you see. And I think it's something that's really indicative of Appalachian culture, like how well we take care of each other, no matter who you are, what your beliefs are, you know, what you look like. We've just got this intrinsic want to just take care of everybody around us and hold that community, and seeing that, you know, firsthand in such a bad situation is amazing. Andrew got to come down. He's a newer member of the Chef Corps, and he got to see a little bit. We put out, I think, 24,000 meals on Tuesday, the day that he was there. So it's really awesome, like just seeing the community come together in such a really hard time, and so much food going out to so many places, and it's the reason why we cook. We like feeding people. We like taking care of people. So it just makes sense for us to do the same thing.
That is wonderful. And of course, you do that every day there at Hickory.
Yeah.
You walk in, you go down those beautiful steps into that restaurant. It's just such a special place. I love the concept, the atmosphere.
Well, that's one thing that we wanted to do. You know, when the Nicewonder family and I sat down, we really wanted it to be indicative of Appalachia, but classy, but, you know, comfortable at the same time, and feel like you could be in Bristol, Virginia, or you could possibly even be, you know, in Napa, California. You know, with the view of the vineyards, really great food, and just a great atmosphere. I mean, the staff there, I can't speak enough about how amazing it is having people that are stoked to be at work, happy to feed people, happy to learn about, you know, foods they may not know about, and share that with the guests. I think that's one of the coolest things, and that's, you know, I'm just so proud of everybody there, and it's all because of this guy, because while I'm out cooking for, you know, disaster relief, things like that, you know, he's running the kitchen up here, taking care of people, and you know, getting out food at the same time for, you know, for relief efforts. So,
and your menu that you put together for breakfast and brunch, and you've got a couple of things that you have on the menu right here. You've done an outstanding job in taking like something like biscuits and gravy or French toast and elevating it.
Yeah, so, you know, biscuit and gravy, it's a staple in Appalachia. I mean, sometimes we had homemade biscuits, but sometimes we had the Food Club brand of canned biscuits. But we always had biscuit and gravy every weekend. And then we have the French toast here. It's a brioche toast that we have. And then for the batter, we use sorghum. So, you know, of course, it's what's more Appalachian than sorghum. And Dan and Heather are processing some
right behind us here.
Our growers.
They're right over there pressing cane right now.
Exactly.
Hopefully, we're going to get some of that in the next couple weeks.
Right.
Did you cook those biscuits on this fire? Because I feel like my buns are getting toasty. Somebody give me a burger patty to throw on.
And then, of course, you have this wonderful opportunity, Chef, the Chef's Table, which I really, truly, I love that conversation of the food and the pairings, and you do that during this real experience for dinner.
Yeah, and you know, we kind of go over and like figure out our menu day of for those kind of things. Andrew and I collaborate on it, and we even collaborate into the kitchen. You know, it's what are people excited about? What did we get in from the farm that's cool? So every time you do it, the menu's different, and you get to kind of see this comedy routine that we have in real life, where you've
dinner
got
and a show,
the straight man, and then you've got Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray. You know.
Oh, I'm picturing this.
Yes. So
yes.
So we try to make it fun, try to make it interactive. You get to interact with all the cooks up there. You know, everybody. Again, they love what they're doing and they love cooking, so they're more than happy to share and talk, and it's super cool for us to be able to engage with guests in that way, because we typically don't. Typically, you're talking to the server, but you know, we've got that open kitchen, and we invite people to come up and have a very unique meal and probably a very unique conversation.
Special place.
Yeah, a lot of unique conversations happen.
I bet. And of course, there's wonderful wines to taste, and you guys
got to have mimosa
so nicely
for brunch.
Yes.
So.
Notice Chris's mimosa over here on this side.
I call this the Amy Lynn special right here because it's an empty glass.
I think it evaporated from
that's
it's the flame.
Thank you all so much.
Thank
you for
guys.
what you're doing too. Thank you so much.
It's great. It's pleasure hanging out with y'all.
All right. Enjoy brunch, of course, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and wonderful meals all day long.
And check out their website as well for Hickory. We'll be back with more Daytime coming up in just a few moments.